It is the Blitz here on 1250 ESPN San Antonio, 94.5 FM, on the go at ESPNSA.com. We've been promising him to you. Here he is, Brian Windhorst of ESPN. I just got finished listening to your brand new podcast, The Hoop Collective, the one that dropped on Sunday. Man, you have got one of the best NBA insider podcasts going. And one of the things we love hearing about it here in San Antonio is your perspective on the outside looking in, Brian. And before we get kind of diving into the Spurs, when I mentioned the San Antonio Spurs to you today on February the 11th, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Stuck in the middle. I just spent some time with the Spurs last week in L.A. They're stuck in the middle. I don't think anybody really thought they were going to do much during the regular season because the Spurs don't make changes during seasons. And then they kind of played better there than I think maybe anybody expected. And that sort of kept them back, but they're just stuck. They're not good enough to compete in this current environment in the West, but they're good enough to stay out of getting a high draft pick. And it's a place you don't want to be in the NBA, and it's a place the Spurs haven't been in my adult life. So they've got some tough decisions to make, and this is certainly anybody who's a Spurs fan understands that. I think they're probably going to face having to do a rebuild. They've tried to stave that off. They've done it. The playoff streak is admirable, and they're fighting hard to keep it going. But they're probably going to have to do a rebuild, and I think that's become clear during this season.
Brian Windhorst joining us here on the Blitz.